Alright, so this is going to be Wren's How To video. How to run a daily training session, how to maintain training, and how to continue progressing forward. No ma'am, please. She's like, I'm impatient. Which is totally okay. That's just her personality and temperament. She wants to be with you, she wants to do things. She doesn't like sitting still. This is all fine as long as she's on place. The only rule is that she can't step off and she can't bark. So, as long as she's not doing one of those two things, she's good. She's fine. She can spin around, she can roll over, she can lay down. Whatever she needs to do, as long as she stays there. Good girl. Nice. Good. When she's in a behavior, you can tempt her by adding one of the 3 Ds. You have distance, duration, and distractions. You really only want to do this once you're super confident working with her and you're feeling like you have a good flow going, you know what you're doing, she knows what she's doing, and you're ready to move forward. So once you're ready to move forward, then you can start adding in those challenges like distractions, such as tossing food. Good. Good girl. As far as distractions go, it can be environmental, it can be things that you add in. You can throw toys, you can throw balls, you can run around in circles and scream. No place. Good. Good. Say woo! Woo! Good. Good girl. And you're just practicing building that impulse control and really exercising that part of her brain. That's the part that she struggles with the most, is the impulse control. She learns really quickly and she has no problem doing behaviors, but when there's something else happening, she really sometimes wants to go see that other thing. So building the impulse control muscle, making sure that she's willing to stay put even though she really wants to go do something else, is going to be your biggest thing. Good. Good. And always make sure that you're paying her accordingly. If you increase the challenge and you make it more difficult for her, pay her accordingly, because if you don't pay her well enough, when you do create that challenge, she's going to not think it's worth it anyway, so she's going to go ahead and take the thing. So sometimes I pay her in dollars and sometimes I pay her $100. It really kind of just depends on what the behavior is that I'm asking for and the difficulty surrounding it. So if she's having a hard time with a certain behavior, I am going to work her through it and pay her more for when she actually does it. And then also, if we're in public and I'm asking for hard things, pay her super well. Pay the dog. She's awesome. She tries really hard. She wants to do good. So make sure you're paying her for all that work. If it's a simple behavior and all she did was sit, then maybe I'll just give her a nickel. Like, it's variable rewards are really going to help her mentality towards training. And the harder she works, the better she gets paid. So she's like, I'm going to show up to work and work hard every day because I'm going to get paid really well if I do. So. And pay being food, right? It can also be affection, although food is more consistent with money. It's more like actually getting paid. If you showed up to work every day and all your boss did was give you hugs and kisses, how long would you actually show up to work? She does love affection and she appreciates affection, especially when it's from like her people, right? But at the same time, you have to pay the dog. Tapping for that nose down. Good. There we go. As far as the e-collar goes, I am tapping simultaneously with each command, as well as if I need to correct something in the behavior, I will then tap there until she corrects it. So say she has her nose down while we're healing, I'm going to tap, tap, tap until it comes back up, and then reward. It's a negative reinforcer. It's the same as getting in your car and just start driving. Your car goes ding, 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 hey, you forgot your seatbelt, and it keeps dinging until you put that seatbelt on. As soon as you do that, then it stops and goes away. It's a release of pressure. Oh, you're so cute. Same thing with our e-collar. That's the same way we use it. If she's on place, heel. and she steps off of the place bed, I'm going to tap, tap, tap until she goes back on. That's very nice. Nice straight body position. She has a tendency to want to flare out, so you'll see her in this body position a lot. We don't want that. We want it straight right here. So I only reward her when she's straight with me. Good. And I also, to help kind of counteract that wanting to be like in facing my direction a little bit, I do a lot of left turns. So she's always thinking that she needs to be facing the other direction because she expects me to turn left a lot more. Good. Same thing with the sit. I want her straight. I don't want her crooked. Sit. Down. Good. Downstays are one of her harder behaviors. She has a hard time staying there because she wants to be with you. So making sure that you're going back and paying her with room service. Sorry. We have two different types of rewards. We have what we call room service, which is what you're seeing now. And then we also have the clicker that is currently in my pocket, because I don't even really like to use the clicker very much unless we're working on a recall. Good. Room service is going to build commitment and stability in whatever behavior I'm rewarding in. It's saying, hey, don't worry about it. You stay here, do what you're doing. I'll come back to you with your food. Good. You don't meet room service halfway down the hall. You stay in your room until they come to your door. So if I come here and she gets up, it goes away. Nope. Good. If she stays where she's supposed to, she did a little lift there and decided to stay, I will pay that. What's the ideal picture is that she doesn't even come off the ground at all. She stays right there where she's supposed to. Good, and I reward. I don't want her meeting me halfway. I want her staying in that behavior, or else it kind of defeats the point of the stability and the commitment to that behavior, right? Good, heel. Good. Good girl. Good. The clicker is going to create dopamine. Clicker is a dopamine generator. It's going to make her super happy and excited. She is already both of those things, so we don't really need much more of it. The only time I really like to use the clicker is on recalls. I always want the recall to be our gold ticket behavior. I want it to be the most important and the most exciting behavior that she does, because for safety reasons. But everything else, you're going to focus on just building that stability, building the stay, building her want to just keep planted until you come back or say otherwise. Good. Oh, free. I can release her from a behavior. Free is a release marker. It allows her to go do what she wants, but generally she'll try to continue working like she is now. There's no rewards with free, it's just the release. Say, all right, we're done, you can go do what you want, as long as you're a good citizen and you're not vandalizing or stealing, basically, right? Good. She's like, but I just want to heal. I want to work. It's a good girl. If she shows up to work, I'm going to pay her. Good. Place. Good. Here. Here. Good. Sit. Down. Okay, so if I ask her for a sit and she goes into a down, I am not worried about that. I'm going to go ahead and feed it. Since she had such a hard time with the down in the beginning, it's a more challenging behavior. So if she offers it to me instead of a sit, then I'm going to reward. She's just trying extra hard and putting in extra effort. Nope, down. However, if she goes from a down to a sit, then I'm going to correct her back into that down, because like I said, the down is a more challenging behavior, so if you offer it and you choose to do that, then you must maintain it and the rules still apply. Good. All right, we're getting towards the end of our session. I'm going to start looking for something to jackpot. A jackpot is what we like to do at the end of the session. It's about 30 to 25% of her meal for that training session. So once I start getting towards the end, I start looking for that jackpot behavior. Good. I think I'm going to try to work on her downstay for hers, because that's what she is challenged with the most. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. frustration. Tell her that she did a good job. You want to end, no ma'am, tapping if she ever jumps on you. You tell her no, and you tap until she stops. You want to end on a high note because you want her to go back up in her kennel, take a nap, and really soak and absorb all the information that she just learned, process it, and the next time she comes out, you want her to be thinking about that high note that she just had last time and be wanting to get back into that training session. If you only ever end the training sessions on frustration or exhaustion, then she's going to come out thinking that every training session is going to be that way, and we don't want that. We want her to be happy to work, we want her to be excited, having a good time. Good. She loves to work right now. Just maintain that. She's super fun, super sweet, loves having a job. Stability, stability, stability. That's the main focus for you guys. Yeah, she's a good girl. So a couple training sessions a day, 1 or 2. If you have a third, like time for a third, maybe do a third, but don't do thirds every day. If, say, you have a really busy day and you only have time for 1 session that day, then just do that 1 session and call it a day. Just make sure that she's getting something so that she can eat and get her daily calories in, because she's eating in these training sessions and not from a bowl anymore. The sessions only have to be about 7 to 12 minutes long, in that range. You don't want to push it too far because you don't want her to get to the point where she's not hungry anymore. She's maybe getting a little tired and her brain's a little frazzled. You want to end like kind of at that peak. You want to cut it off. You're perfect. Look at those gorgeous eyes. Oh no, look at those gorgeous eyes. No, place. Good. Like I said, if she puts herself in a behavior, the rules still apply. She must maintain it until I say otherwise if she decides to do it. Good. So she put herself on place, and I'm still going to hold her accountable even though she did it herself. That's really all I can think of at the moment. She's awesome. Very fun to work with, very easy to train. She just needs consistency and structure, and she's going to be awesome. Nope, place. Thank you, ma'am. So this was a demonstration of a more dynamic session. You also have static sessions that you can do. So if you're running a little behind one day, you need to catch up on some work on the computer, or maybe you're just wanting to relax and read a book or watch a movie, maybe you need to cook dinner, then you can throw her on place for a static session where she's just required to maintain that play state. So you want to be able to dedicate an eye towards her and be able to tell her if she's doing good or if she's doing wrong, and you'll reward her throughout that as well. But you want to also have a dynamic session in there as well, so that you can practice all these skills, and really, this is where we sharpen our tools. This is where we sharpen our tools that we use in our everyday life. So we practice these behaviors so that we can then apply them to our lifestyle and tell her exactly what we need her to do in any given situation that comes up throughout the day, right? That's it. I hope that was all clear and good, because she's awesome. She's a gold star student. Sweet, sweet dog. Sweet, sweet, hard-working dog. You're